What's going on, everybody? It's Luke here again, bringing you another Mr. FBA UK video. So today we're going to be talking about how to lower your prices on Amazon and actually make more profit. Now, it's not something that you can do across every single item, but it is something you can do across a selection of items. And you know, at the end of the day, we're all trying to make that little extra profit, that little extra margin, because it's a pretty vicious world out there. So I've already done the test on my account. Obviously, make sure when you sort of implement this, you're always testing and checking back to make sure that data is correct. Because, you know, what I found is it's okay relying on these tools like BuyBot Pro, FBA, and multi-tool, but it's always good to double check that the returns that you're getting are actually what the software is telling you. Because there's no point just blindly following software, trusting the software, and finding out that it's actually wrong. Because obviously software's never perfect, yeah? So, you know, if you're going to implement any of this, then also make sure that you're checking it after these products are selling to make sure that it is actually accurate. And I have done some sample testing, and it seems all good for me, but obviously do it on your own products and go from there. So, to start with, what am I going to talk about? Well, I started to notice that I had some items that I could basically make more profit on if I lowered the price. Now, I did try to think what this was, why was the, you know, software telling me that I can make more profit by lowering the price. And literally, I mean, you know, instead of like £10.50, if I lower it to £9.99, it was getting me more profit. It's because it relates to this. So you remember from the 1st of June there was some changes in terms of the pricing of how they're going to add the fees and all that sort of thing on the side. Mainly you're looking here. So as of the 1st of June, smaller size items could result in better margins. It's basically what they're saying. So I started to look at, well, when I noticed this in my products, I then remembered that this occurred. I then found this, double checked, and for me, this is exactly the reason why you can make more profit by lowering your prices. Now, it's actually on products that are under £10. I can't remember where I've seen that, but well, you know, as soon as I started figuring out what was going on, I immediately remembered this, and that it was something to do with under £10. Because I think small and light is under £10, £9.99 or below. I can't remember exactly now, but it just seems to be working, so just go with it. So what we're going to do, I'm going to give you 2 examples. Now, I can't go over real examples that I've given, like my products, because one, I've already changed my products to fit this, so I can't actually raise, well, I could raise them, yeah, but again, I'll also be giving all my product leads out, and then that product will probably be obsolete for me. Everyone would just crash the price. So I've got 2 products that I have sold in the past, but I don't. And now the price, yes, isn't perfect, so I'm going to have to, you know, because currently it's actually below that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use this, this FBA multi-tool I've got at the moment. I'm going to use this and just show you what I mean, okay? So you might find, now this is good for many reasons. So if we're going to go for a year, you might find at some point it's at 10:30, okay? So let's go ahead and just put in, so let's say this product was at 10:30. Let's just make sure the settings are all correct. So we're not, doesn't really matter, because it's still just the comparison between the two. So if both have 0, it would sort of compare equal. But what we've done, so we put it back to that, yeah. You can see here, just this is an example as well. From this, you can see this is probably selling here at, let's say, around £7. You know, it's selling better than it is up here, which is fair enough because it's more expensive. And the same goes when, you know, obviously the higher the price, possibly the less chance someone has to buy it. Not always, you know, Keeper doesn't always show that, which is fair enough because the price isn't too much higher. But it can happen that you know, the price is just above what people want to pay. And obviously at £9.99 below looks a lot cleaner for a purchasing point of view, for, you know, a person looking to buy, impulse buy, then it does over £10. So if we go here, and that's to say we're going to get it for £3.99. Okay, it's sort of irrelevant what the price is, but it's just to show you the difference. Okay, so you come here, and we just write down. We just do the examples and write down the actual percentages here. Why not? While we're here, so it's like it's 39.47% at £1.58 profit. Okay. And now this is me being VAT registered, so if you're not VAT registered, it will come out slightly different, and that's just how it is. So it's just, for this example, that's fine. So you can see here, fine, you would think, yeah, no problem, I'm going to buy this. It's not, you know, Obviously, the keeper data from more recent times is not particularly amazing, but let's say it was here. Yeah, I'm going to buy 4, 5, 6. That'll do. 3 months, that'll probably work. Look here. Well, no, nothing there. Nothing in Europe. Okay, so you can see now 158. So what we're going to do is lower this price to 9.99. Okay, ready? So 30. Well, you can see 39, just under 40, and 158. Click it. See what happens. You now can get 51.65% return. ROI, sorry, and £2.06. So 48p more profit than, you're basically making 12.18% ROI increase by doing, well, what you're doing, lowering your pricing, okay? So, everyone will say, never lower your prices, never do this, never do that. And I just think it's, you can't play by ABC. You cannot do that. Like in any, and that's why everyone thinks it's going to make it so easy to make loads of money on Amazon. They do it, and then they're like, but I buy something, and then everyone undercuts. Well, yeah, because that's what everyone does, and you just don't do that. As in, you don't adopt what everyone else is doing. You have to look at everything else. What everyone is doing is 10% or 20% of the whole of sellers, and everyone on it, the other 80% have already realised that that's the case. They push that to the side, and now they're doing their own thing, and they're looking for other ways that outside of the norm, which is what you need to be doing. And this is just one of many sort of videos I've done where this is not the norm, the normal principles that people are adopting in the Amazon world. Because no one's ever going to lower their. Sorry about if you can hear sounds. I'm in London at the moment. And no one's ever going to lower their prices. Like the one thing people say is never lower your prices. Or because the buy box, let's say the buy box was £10.30, you're not going to go, no, I'm going to lower it. Some people may, but most people say no, we're going to match, or we're going to raise, or we're going to wait for them to sell out. Well, if you would never even approached the concept of being able to lower your prices, you would have never found this out. And of course, lowering your price on the 99 will mean that it looks better for a customer's point of view to be buying this, because it's £9.99, like we all know, is that sort of, it's under £10, meaning you can sort of it's a disposable income number. You don't think about it, it's impulse buys, all that sort of thing. Over £10, it starts getting annoying to start with when you've got like pennies on the 10 and a bit. £9.99 is clean. It's still got the 99. It's no, I don't know why. There's some sort of psychology in it. I don't really care enough to research that sort of thing, but I just know that it's there. And you can see, so you are creating an extra 50p. You're getting 25% more, or whatever it is. Yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. You're getting like 50p extra anyway. And your ROI is now really nice. And all you're doing is lower your pricing, making it potentially you're getting more sales as well. Yeah, because you're lowering your price. Let's jump over and try again to see if we can double check and see and all that sort of thing. So this one is currently at £12.99, but it has been. Oh, come on, Luke, stop being stupid. It has been at, well, okay. I apparently have sold it at £10, so I just didn't really want to show up. But anyway, yeah, again, now I've realised if you go to £10.99 and try it, it doesn't work. So you only find that it will be on a very finite amount of products. But, if it's 5 or 6 products in your whole inventory, but you're selling quite a lot, well, you're selling a decent amount, and they're replenishables maybe, well, then it's an extra 10, 20, 30 quid a month that you wouldn't have got, which pays for software. Keeper's 15 quid, Buybook Pro probably 20 quid, 25, you can. That's how I see it. Yeah, it's not a lot, but you're basically getting, you can compensate that free profit for a free software and then reduce your expenses and win-win. So we go ahead and put just the same that I did before. It doesn't really matter. So 10.98. This is an example. You can see 10.99. If we put 9.99, it will be about £2 profit, I think. 2.17. Oh, okay. So actually, in that case, that's actually a nice. It does depend on the size and stuff. You're making more profit. At lowering it a quid. Yeah, I mean, you can go and do this yourself and experiment and think, what the hell? Because that's what I thought originally. I thought it was a glitch, but then I realised I just had some. Oh wow! But in the back of my head there was that reduced fee for smaller items that I remember from about 8 months, but maybe it was April, May, June, July. That wasn't too far ago. And yeah, so you can see here, this is a great example. Now, from selling it at $10.99, $9.99, you know, you can see here, like, these are items that have been raised are selling less. So really, if you can get more profit and lower your prices and get more purchases, then you're making more sales, and then you're getting even more profit. So it's just the win for everyone. Everyone's winning, apart from Amazon. Actually, that's completely true. Everyone is winning apart from Amazon on this, because they are actually no, maybe they, yeah. So that's for the FBA. I'm just curious. Maybe they're not. Maybe everyone's winning. Two. Just being a bit pedantic, because I'm that sort of person sometimes. FBA fees, total FBA fees. Oh yeah, so 282. There we go. Yeah, so I'm a little bit blind. It's early morning. You know what? They're probably going to get the same, aren't they? 282. Okay. So what part? Where does that difference come from? Oh, I could probably figure it out. But I don't want to sit here and just crash the keypad and try to figure out something here. You can go over and do it yourself, but you can see what I'm trying to say. So I went through my repricer and filtered by price, looked at all the items that were between, well, just over $9.99 and like $10.99 or $11.99. Obviously it depends on the size of the product and that. So just because one item says over, I think I tried it on some items that said over £10.50, it's actually more profit. And obviously in this example, it's actually $10.99. So within about £1 to £2, and you know, you think, well, that's nothing. I'm not going to worry. But I found 5 products that I can replenish as well, that I'm selling, and yeah, that could be 30, 40 sales a month, you know, depending on the season. And it's free money. It takes you like 15 minutes to do it, and then once it's done, and then you always will know that in the future, if you ever find a product that is around that price, then you should obviously not just put it at the buy box price at $10.99 or $10.50 and lower it. And sometimes the best thing about that is that others won't know, apart from people that watch this video, which is probably like slim to none because I'm clearly not very good at marketing my YouTube, but all good, don't really care too much. That people aren't going to want to lower their prices because in their mind they'll be like, well, I'm only making, you know, this is what they might do, okay? So let's see, they buy at $4.69, might bring about 30%, 33%. Let's raise up to that. That's going to be a 28, 26. Let's say they're about this, yeah? So they bought it for this, they're selling it for this. Let's say that you jump at $9.99, yeah? So you're actually getting, sorry, 152, yeah. So you're getting more profit at $9.99, right? By 2 p.m. That's not, I know it's nothing. But what you can do in this situation now is you can potentially be the only seller of that buy box, because everyone else is like, well, I can't lower it by another £1 because I'm already at 30%. If I lower it again, then I'm going to be like 25 because they think, you know, it's going to be £1. Well, if they're only making £1.50 and you're lowering it £1, you know, in their mind, it's going to be just not worth it. And they're not even going to look, you're not going to spend, you know, that they can't compute, they can't fathom that, like, that will actually generate more profit. It's not even going to be a thought through their head, basically, for most people, because they don't, I don't know, they just sort of go with the flow, I guess, and don't look outside the box too much, because they think it's quite a simple business model, and it is, and it isn't. You know, and it's up to you, obviously, how you want to adopt it and go with it. But yeah, you could be the only seller of this because everyone else thinks, well, they can't lower their prices. So you can now not just only get more profit, but you can make 2, 3 times the sales, and also the price is now lower, meaning people could buy more. Yeah, and it's just these little things that over time you build them up. I mean, I've probably done like 40 videos of like little things that I barely ever see through, like, well, I barely ever see across the board. Most YouTube videos and what I've seen in the past are all just the standard stuff, how to use softwares and, you know, talking about changes and stuff, but not really looking at the nitty-gritty bits that you could obviously stack up, and you've got 40 extra revenue, you know, profit revenue sectors. If you're getting 5 leads from this, well, you can get 5 leads from the video I did last week. 5, yeah, you've got some leads. 5 items to get extra profit. 5 items from the previous, 5 before, 5 before, 5. Before you know, you've got 100 different items that you can make more profit on than you could last year or something. And you're making an extra £400 a month. Well, that's just free cash just by using your brain a little bit and adopting these little sort of, almost like little cheats, really, aren't they? Little workarounds. Anyway, that's going to be enough of me ranting. Hopefully you got a little insight into this video. And if you're not selling products at that price, then fair enough. But it just means that going forward, if you ever do, you now know. So yeah, have a great day, have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.